y'all. All right, y'all. Okay. We're getting started. uh, there we go. Yeah. It's your boy Bud Cuz coming in. I'm sorry about the echo. Okay, let's get it back. Hey, wake up. Okay, this is for all my people who's getting up right now to get ready to go to work. All my people who looking at the last couple hours about to clock out on work. And you know, some of my people, they just sleep. And then you got some people that do just get up early. But y'all gonna start getting up early and tuning in, because we gonna get it in where it win at. Check me out, my main man. Bud, cuz I'm in the building. Man, I just want to share something with y'all, because it's these holiday seasons, man. And just to let you know, man, anything can happen. All that movies we watching, Miracle on 23rd Street and It's a Wonderful Life. Man, I had that experience, man. Let me see if the screen will help that. Let me see it. Let me see if the screen will help. First, we gotta tie it up there. Shit, you gotta be so tight. Oh, am I losing it? I'm losing it. I'm tripping. Loosey, doosey, ticey, wicey. Y'all know how it go. Okay. Well, it was when me and my sister were born. We were definitely born right here in St. Louis, Missouri. You know what it is, St. Louis. We was born here in St. Louis, Missouri. Then my mama got hooked on to a little boyfriend. She like, this motherfucker was Cuban. A Cuban motherfucker. Not Puerto Rican, he was Cuban. So she got with him, and me and my sister left at a very early age, before the ages of 2 and 3. Took us down to New York. To this very day. I would love to go to New York to visit, but I wouldn't want to go down there to live. But I tell you where we stayed, there was a lot of interesting shit going on, because we stayed at they used to, the real honeymooners. I'm talking about y'all, everybody that's 80s babies and back. The honeymooners, yada. The real honeymooners, where they used to be recorded on 328 Chauncey Street, and we actually lived on 323 Chauncey Street. No, 333 Chauncey Street. Those were the apartments we stayed in. Apartments, semi-project, whatever. And man, there was a lot of shit going on. That's why I'm grateful. I'm grateful now, man, and I'm grateful that my kids, with or without my help, didn't have to go through such activities. My mom was a damn good woman. You know what I'm saying? She did her thing. And we was talking about New York, between me, her, and my other sister, we all three might have different stories. You know what I'm saying? We might have, everything gonna be based the same. I mean, if you ask us a question that's the facts, we probably have all the same. But how we were viewing it, how like the Rugrats, when they go outside, it'd be like, they got this big old mystery to solve and all this shit. And the parents don't see that. So here you go, we in New York in the motherfucking 80s, and it's a lot of stuff that's different. A lot of stuff that we were slow as too, coming here to New York, to Missouri, because by the time we came to Missouri, and by the time they started using those EBT cards and shit, they had them when I was in New York in the 80s. Now, I don't know what type of card they wanted to call it, but it provided the same thing, food stamps and cash. Well, we down there in this fast city, me and my sister and her husband, old Restus Gispert. I ain't gonna never forget his name. Old Restus Gispert. It got to the point, shit, me and my sister was going to school using the name, goddamn me, Gispert, So it was what it was. So anyway, the part of school I'm going to for my first grade, my kindergarten and first grade, we going to PS 40, And I know y'all, anybody from New York, y'all know that's how the schools go. PS, public school, 1 public school, 2, all the way up to whenever. But we were going to public school 40, which has featured on New York Undercover a couple times, PS 43. And, we go do our thing, and it was a lot of, we synced a lot of the bad of the bad of the bad. These kids that go to this school is out the project, but we not familiar with that's exactly what this is. See, we just know that this is what happened. So it was a particular time where the one thing we loved about it was during the summertime, you hear that bell ring. Doo, doo. I mean, it's lunchtime, so everybody, in poverty and lifestyle I'm living, pretty much everybody around me, we run up to the school to go get this free lunch. And it was strange because, like when we used to go get the food, in Missouri or wherever, you go get your tray, you eat at school, you eat the tray, you dump the tray, you put the thing in there. Well, here we used to have to go get after we done with our tray, we have to go to a big ass bucket and pour the rest of the milk in there that we didn't drink. So we opened the milk, we pour the rest of the milk in there we didn't drink, and then go toss it. So I was always wondering what was that for. I guess it was just so they could be recycling. We used to be like, they reuse the water. And a lot of times when we got finished with that, they had the dudes on the wall tighten them down, police, and go out looking for certain shit. Like they didn't want me to do it, but I just thought that was the thing to do. I'm like, get me. I'm saying? I'm not really realizing what's going on. So a couple things that happened, I'm saying, that got shit real well. One of the times, it was a book day, and I should have known because one thing for sure, when I was living in New York, nothing ever came up. No events came up. And my mama was not there before it was over. Like, if I needed some money turned in that day, if I needed this, no matter what it was, she popped up that day. No bullshit. Good chance for mom. She always came. So this particular day, we got Riffmobile. We got a bookmobile coming. And I swear, see, that's when they say, man, kids don't lie. Don't say that. Just think about the back in the day when you was. Kids will lie when they feel like they have to and scared as shit. Because there was a girl sitting in front of me. She dropped $2.50. I grabbed $2.50. I went up to the desk. She was like, you don't just walk up on my desk. Go to the seat, raise your hand. I'm like, okay. And we don't have the argument in us to say, yeah, but I found this. So we just go back to the seat now, raise my hand, never get called on. So then what happens? It's almost time for bookmobile. And the first thing the teacher say is, who all had money? If you all had money, stand up and go on this side. If you didn't have money, go on this side. Now here I am going on the side because I didn't have no money, but I found her money. So I go on that side. And they start doing the pat down, and boom, they find the girl money in my pocket, $2.50. And it had the little orange mark on it, just like she said. And the teacher, did you steal it? I'm trying to explain to her. Well, I asked the little girl first, did anybody take it from her, go in her pocket? Find that out first, that she dropped it. But I couldn't think like that. I'm just like scared as shit. I didn't know what to say. I was trying to tell you, you didn't tell me, I'm doing that shit. So boom. She's like, yeah, we're going to talk to your people. So now, about an hour later, I'm scared, thinking about the whole day. We going on the bathroom break. As we going on the bathroom break, I see my mother coming up the steps. And she's not coming because I'm in trouble. She coming to bring me my money for the books. And when she comes up the steps, I run in the bathroom. And as I'm in the bathroom, the teacher is explaining to her what just happened. And she yelling in the bathroom, come on out, bring your ass out. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So I bring my ass on out, and I get that ass whooping that I had coming. That was number one. I'm like, okay. Number two, we walking home from school, and they had what did they call? They had these things that they call what do you say? When you walk in the streets, you can tell they had like little buttons you could push for the ambulance, the police, all that shit. So I'm like, damn, okay, that's cool. So, me and my partner every day we'd stand at that corner and we'd just push it and just run, just on some stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? And then one day we actually got caught. We weren't in too big of a trouble, but it was just some of the more mischievous, bad shit that we were doing. Okay, I never really got off with no straight click because I was so young. So I basically was with all the other young people that was in the